or an extruded cut. Both are sketch features, meaning they require sketch geometry to be created. Let's start with an extruded boss base. Here, I've sketched a rectangle with rounded corners to use as a profile for my extrusion. Note that if you haven't yet reviewed the related sketching lessons for this course, it's suggested that you do so before continuing. I'll go ahead and select the sketch as indicated in the yellow message area, and the Boss Extrude Property Manager appears, along with a preview of the extruded geometry. In SOLIDWORKS, any solid geometry can be referred to as a boss. The term base is also used for this type of extrusion because it's often the first or base feature created when modeling. The direction panel is where you'll define the extrusion's depth, direction, and end condition. I want this guy to be ½ inch thick, so I'll type in 0.5 in the depth field, and then press Tab to view the preview. The default extrusion direction is always normal to the sketch, but I can select an existing edge or line to change the definition if needed. The end condition options include blind, up to vertex, up to surface, offset from surface, up to body, and midplane. We'll cover the majority of these end conditions throughout this course, but their names pretty much describe how they work. For example, choosing midplane shifts the preview to extend equally on either side of the sketch plane. I'll stick with blind for this example though. Clicking reverse direction swaps between the two extrusion directions. You can also apply a second direction to an extrusion. As you can see, all the options available in direction 1 can be applied to direction 2 as well. Using a second extrusion direction is helpful when you don't want the extrusion to extend equally from the sketch plane in both directions. Maybe you need to use different extrusion depths, or one extrusion direction may require a draft. I'll cover the thin feature panel in a moment. For now, I'll simply click OK to create the extrude. Note the feature is now listed in the Feature Manager design tree, and if I expand it, you can see the profile sketch has been absorbed by the feature. If you need to make a change to an extrusion, right-click the listing and select Edit Feature. You can then update the feature as required. If you need to edit the sketch defining a feature, simply right-click and select Edit Sketch. I'm going to add a few circles here to illustrate one more extrusion option. When I exit the sketch, you can see holes were created by the additional sketch geometry. I'll go ahead and edit the extrusion again to show you how to more accurately control this functionality. In the Selected Contours panel, you can select Close Sketch Contours from the Graphics area to define how they're applied in the feature. I can choose to just extrude the circles plus the rectangle, or any combination thereof. I'll clear the selections for this example and click OK to move on to the next lesson.